Okay, and what have you been experiencing other than he sees the footsteps on his roof when he's trying to go to sleep? He used to have a keyboard to do with his, like, a monitor in his room, his computer in his room, and they would press the keys in his room to frighten him. They would move and rustle about. I remember once they was pressing the keyboard, and then they started rustling a bag next to his bed, and he got really frightened. This is when we were still trying to turn his third eye off, and he was very frightened then. And he ran into my room, and I woke up because I could hear him screaming, crying, and he ran into my room. And obviously I can see spirits and, you know, communicate with them. So when he ran in, I didn't even have to ask what it was, because I saw the negative spirit little girl run after him. Like, it was chasing him behind him, but he can't always see things. He can mostly hear things and just like claircognizance, which is like a knowing. So sometimes, oh god, he's shouting on his game. Sometimes he will see things, but not all the time. But she was like grey, and she was chasing him, and it was really heavily like demonic negative energy. So I didn't make it go away. It went in back in his room, and then he got rid of it. And that's when he really started to gain confidence, when he realised, actually, I can make them go. Other things he sees is spirits stood in his doorway, we're just watching him sleep at night. I get that in my doorway too, all the time. Oh, gross. Like, it's horrible when you wake up because you're having a dream and you're lucid dreaming and you can see something in your doorway, but you wake up and then you can still see it. That's pretty, you know, terrifying. And like he was saying about before, I don't know if that was one of the videos that got deleted, but if we go to the toilet at night, the room this way, his room and the toilet's that way, but this way, the spare room, we do not go in that room, because it's opposite the toilet, and I have to have a wee at the night with the toilet open, because I don't want to open that door and get surprised by a spirit stood there. So I have to wait, and I have to stare out into the hallway, and across from the toilet is the spare room, and that door, it doesn't close properly, and we always see spirits in there, and like, it's always the same freaking man with the top hat, really dark and just freaky as anything. And every time Freddie starts talking about it, his eyes water, and he's like, no, I'm never going for a wee at night again.